Hello all, Cynthia here from MB Pretty Papers, back with another mini Monday. So I'm really enjoying this series and I hope you are too. So this is the album that I done for my stepdaughter for Christmas. And now I'm just starting to show the videos. I think there's this one, maybe one more after this one, and then a flip through, or maybe the flip through is the next. I can't quite remember. It's coming to the end of this series, and it's probably time I start thinking about exactly what I'm going to do for my next mini album. I've got a couple of ideas, but I probably need to put some more thoughts in it, narrowing it down. Thinking that I might do, I've got some really old school photos of each year, like class photos. I've been thinking about I might do a little mini album with those. Also want to do a mini album at sometimes throughout the year of my husband, who was a bridge builder for 20 odd 20 30 years or something. So thinking that I might we might drive around and take photos of all the bridges and just get the stories about those. I definitely want to do that at some point. And then I think I'll also do one at some point about jobs that either just I've held or both myself and my husband held. So I've got a few ideas, so we might do that. I'll pick one of those and do those next. Anyway, what am I doing here? As you saw, that I have this photo of my husband and our son, and I'm just making it pretty, adding some love hearts because that's what you do, and seeing what else I can add to the mix. And now I must be getting low on embellishments because at this point I've started going through some of my other stash outside of what I said I would use within this mini album. So I did pull a couple of bits and pieces in, but I did try to stick to the original. And the desk there was starting to look a bit of a disaster zone, so I probably had done 3 or 4 pages back to back. By the end of that, it was starting to look a bit swamped. So moving on to the next photo. This is just a photo of my stepdaughter and a couple of her friends, and I'm laying it up. I mean, look at those papers, aren't they just so pretty? I love the colours in this paper, in this paper pad. Just beautiful. Going through to see what else I can use, and I decided to layer this photo on this 3x4 card here. Each card, I had 2 of each card, and I knew that I probably wouldn't use both of them. So, and now I'm just pulling out the embellishments to go along with it. Just as I've said in all the other photos, all I really am doing is just making the page look pretty. Trying to do it quickly and just add and stick it down without too much thought. This embellishment pack is from our local reject shop. They can have some really nice embellishments there, and they're so cheap. I mean, I don't know, is it $3 or $4 for the whole embellishment pack? And there's always lots in it, and they're really nice quality, nice thick, thick cardstock that they use. Also with these collections, so the 2 collections that I'm using for this album both come from the reject shop, and they quite often have other things that go with it. So there's generally a 6x6 paper pad, there's wood veneer, there's Project Life cards, puffy stickers, 3D embellishments. Look, they have such a wide variety to go with each collection. Washi I have to say the washi is generally a little bit average, but the rest of it's really nice stuff, and certainly worthwhile purchasing. I quite often purchase the stuff from there. Let's see, so what am I doing here? I've gone through and I've picked out some nice background paper to go with this photo. It's a photo of my stepdaughter and her brothers, and my stepson as well, and just going to see what else I can add to this. That smile, you can see that this speech bubble here finally manages to make it onto a page. I think I've tried to put this on about 3 or 4 pages up to now, and it has never made it, but it does go on a page. And actually, I sort of go right outside my normal zone or my normal thing that I do, and I put the speech bubble down the bottom, which is not like me. Generally, if a speech bubble has the little speechy bit hanging from the bottom, it needs to go above somebody's head. But no, I'm being super relaxed about this album. This is the last photo for today's video, and I keep it to a black and white theme. So I'm mounting it on this black and white striped paper, and all the other embellishments that go on the page are black and white as well. So adding the washi, I would say that 99.9% of the time the adding of the washi is an afterthought. I seem to always forget to do that until the page is finished, but I don't think it looks like it's an add-on. I think that it generally blends in quite well. And you can see with this page here that I'm working on at the moment, towards the end of the album, I've stopped trimming off the edges of the embellishments that may have hung over the edge. Initially when I started I was trimming them off, but after a while I thought, oh no, that adds some interest, and so they have been left on, and I think that looks quite effective. So right on the edges and on top as well, there's some bits that's left hanging over. Going through and pulling out some bits and pieces. As I said, I've decided that I'll keep this one sort of to a bit of a black and white theme, so I don't add too much. Add this butterfly, a couple of tiny words also from the sticker pad that you'll see me using, that's also comes from the reject shop, so another thing that goes with the collection. And that's about it. In fact, I don't think you quite see me finishing this one off. There, that's probably, I don't put that on. But anyway, so I hope you can't hear too much noise in the background. Sorry, I've got extra kids here today. I've got 4 extra kids, I mean, that are screaming their heads off outside the door. I've got the dog outside barking his head off. I don't know what's going on out there. So we've got some visitors. In fact, luckily we finished because we have visitors. So as I said, this is the end of the video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. And until next time, have a wonderful day, wonderful week, or a wonderful month. And I will talk to you on the next video. Catch you then. Bye.